Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to my first ever vlog on my scooter. So this is an Ola S1x Plus, and in today's video we'll be talking about my ownership experience for the past 6 months. How was my purchasing experience? I'll just give you my first-hand opinion about it. How is the service? What all issues I have faced with the scooter? All of these things we'll cover in this video. So stay tuned. Make sure that you watch the video till the end, and you can make your own opinion. If you're looking for an electric scooter, then maybe you could consider to buy this Ola scooter. So stay tuned. I'll just start with the video once I clear all of this traffic, so that I do not get distracted. Okay, so let's talk about this scooter now that I'm in low traffic zone. So I'll start with the buying experience. So most of you must be knowing that Ola scooters, they were launched in 2022, and actually when the first scooter was launched, I had pre-booked it, but when the delivery started, I had to cancel it because then there was no need of a scooter. But in the month of February this year, I thought that I will go for another vehicle. Initially I was thinking that I would go for another motorcycle, because the current motorcycle that I want, the Duke 390, is not so city friendly. So I wanted something which is good to ride within the cities along with the family. Then I thought that okay, maybe it's not a good idea to buy another motorcycle, and then I thought we'll buy a scooter. So I had narrowed down my search to either the Honda Dio or this Ola S1x Plus. I took a test ride of both of those scooters, and then it boiled down to the cost. Surprisingly, the cost of this scooter and the Honda Dio, the base variant of the Honda Dio, were exactly the same. And then it came down to the service costs. So this here, absolutely there is no service cost for Ola, unless and until there is something which is wrong in the hardware or in the software. You don't have to take it to the service center, whereas the Dio had to be serviced for every 3 months, and it costs up to 2000 rupees for each service. Even if we consider the service interval to be every 6 months, so I was going to pay extra 4000 per year for the scooter, the Dio, and above that I had to bear the fuel costs, maybe around 700 rupees a month or so, because the running is really low. You can also see the running here. It's been 6 months, but it's not even 1600 kilometers on the scooter. and I've taken it to, yeah, considerably long distances, like I'm doing now, 15-16 kilometers one side. I've done it a lot of times, and still the running is low. So considering all of these factors, I narrowed down to the Ola, and I went to the showroom. And initially I had an impression that they would book the scooter in the showroom, but what happened is they just opened with the Ola Cabs app, and in that there is an Ola electric section, and I did the booking and I paid the whole amount, the full amount in advance in cash, I mean online, and it was booked on 5th of March, and the scooter got delivered on 9th of March. So it was only 4 days. There's absolutely no waiting period. You might get even early if the stock is there, but usually the scooter is delivered based on the order. So you can consider that 4 days to 1 week of delivery time, and I have an advantage because I'm in Bangalore, that too in electronic city. So the manufacturing unit is hardly 100 kilometers from here, so it does take, say, 2 days from there to arrive here. The booking and this experience was really cool, and only thing is that I had to just follow up with the experience center to check on my update, whether the scooter has arrived or not. They would say that it has arrived, it hasn't arrived, but in the end I had to go to the service center and check myself that the scooter is available or not, and to my surprise it was available, and I had to take the delivery that day only. But yeah, that was just a small part, that was okay. Then started the major part. There was nothing to worry about, but it was something that you should consider while buying the Ola. What happens is, when the scooter gets delivered, it takes at least 1 or 2 days for the Ola company to map your scooter to your phone in their database, and only then you are allowed to change the password, which you can do using these keys over here. This one I'll show you how to do it later, but you're allowed to change the password only once the scooter is mapped to your name, your phone number in their database. And unfortunately for me, that did not happen in 2 days. I had to wait for a month. After multiple follow-ups and tickets, I got the scooter mapped, and one fine day, one early morning, I got a notification in the app saying that a new scooter has been mapped to this app. And then I was able to change the password. I remember it was around 6:30 in the morning. I was not in a mood to wake up so early, but still, since I saw the message, I woke up, and the first thing that I did is change the password. I just stopped at the signal for a long time. So anyway, let's continue. So as I said, the changing of a password might be an issue, because till then, for 1 month, I was not able to change the password, and the scooter was on its default password. I think it is 11111, 6-digit password. And during that time, anybody can take up this scooter. So what I was doing is, I was just locking the wheels with a chain lock, or the bicycle lock that we get. So I was just locking the wheel, and I was not taking the scooter to public places. I was only taking it to office and from office to home. So that is one disadvantage which I face, which I think is a disadvantage, by the way. And then about the next disadvantage is that the Bluetooth connectivity feature is given in this scooter, so you can download the app, and you can pair your scooter to it. As I said, if you're able to pair it through the app, only then you will be able to change the password. So many things can happen with the app, including the start and stop of the scooter, because this scooter does not have a key. So if you have to start the scooter, there are two options for you. You have to key in the password, which happens through these two buttons over here. You have to toggle between those buttons to increase and decrease the numerical value of the password, or else you can just open the Ola app and unlock your scooter, and after that you have to start the scooter and leave. So two options are there, but the issue is that sometimes the Bluetooth does not get connected to the scooter automatically, even after multiple tries. And in such an incident, what has to be done is that you have to forget the device on the phone, then reconnect it, or you will have to reboot the scooter, and then everything works fine once again. So these sort of issues keep on coming. I'm facing them till today, but if you ask me, then they are not a deal breaker for me, and I'll tell you why. So the Bluetooth issue is a problem. Another problem is, yeah, of course, the key. It doesn't come with a physical key, and it's not like you just hop on the scooter, put in the key and just go. It doesn't work like that. You have to be patient, open the app, and then unlock the scooter, and then you can go. Or else there is another feature called as a proximity unlock, which I use, which is my favorite feature on this scooter, is that when you move towards the scooter detects you via your phone and then unlocks itself, and as you move away from the scooter detects that as well and locks itself automatically. Both of these things happen automatically, but yeah, it works say 80% of the times, but the remaining 20% I just have to either start the scooter manually or unlock it via the app. Okay, so these are some disadvantages. Another disadvantage is that the range that it shows on the scooter on the display may not be the true range. So I'll tell you, if I charge the scooter to 100%, then in eco mode I will see the range as 125 kilometers. When I switch it to normal mode, then I see the range, if charged at 100%, then 100 kilometers. So that's some difference that you can expect from the mode change. But as you ride and as you keep the scooter parked, the juice from the battery is reduced, and consequently the range also gets reduced. Depends on the load that the scooter is also taking. So it's not very accurate, but I can tell you that I get 100 kilometers of range for every 100% that I charge, and I don't use sport mode. My primary riding is within the city, within traffic, so normal mode is best for me. So the normal mode is capped at 70 kilometers per hour, and also there is an eco mode. So to activate the eco mode, you just have to press this button and hold it for 3 seconds, and you see now it's on eco mode, and the speed here is capped at 40 kilometers per hour. If I have to switch back to normal mode, I just have to press this button once. It switches back to normal, and if I press it again, it goes to sport, where the power and torque is insane. You can see it, very quick acceleration. More of that later. So now I will switch it back to normal. So this button here is used to toggle the speed. Modes, I mean to say. So this button here is used to toggle between the modes. And this here is the start button. Starting this scooter is exactly like the iScooter, the conventional scooter that you get. Press the brake and then hit this button and the scooter starts. By default it starts in normal mode. So if you want to switch to eco mode, then you have to just switch it using the mode switcher. So these keys that you see here are for volume up, volume down, play, pause. If you press and hold this button, then it skips to the next song. If you press and hold this button, that skips to the previous song. On the left hand side you have R and a cruise control button. They are just one button. Also, if you press and hold it when you're stagnant, if you're stopped, it will open the boot. Here is the switch for the high beam, left indicator, right indicator, and if you press and hold any one of them, then the hazard lamps start switching. We'll try to do some tests over here. The speed and the acceleration test. So I'll just try to put it in cruise now. So you can see now the cruise is activated and I absolutely have no contact with the throttle, and you can see this blue light getting activated. That means that the cruise is on and it will cruise at whatever speed it was when it was set. When I hit the brake, the cruise just disappears and I can activate it back by just pressing this button again. So now it is capped at 40 kilometers per hour, and if I have to disengage it, either I have to de-accelerate or accelerate, just like this. Now I'm trying to accelerate and it goes off. You can see it. So it works like that. That's quite useful. Also one of the reasons why I considered this scooter. The horn, I would say, is decent enough. The scooter itself is really silent. So this comes with the hub motor. The motor is right in the back wheel, and hence there is no belt to pull the rear wheel, and that is why exactly it is so silent. Apart from that, the mirrors are decent enough, good for the city. They don't okay, there are no vibrations of course, but yeah, they're decent enough, they don't shake. Plus there is this small windscreen, and it does help a little bit, although it's of no use in the city, but does help. I might have covered with all the features.